So, Yoshi Safari Hard Mode. First of all, do this with, I believe it's X, Y, L, R, select Start. There we go. That's how you know it got it, if you hear that thing and the screen blanks out. So, okay, hold on, I gotta do this. Oh, that's terrible. 1 second. I'll roll with that. Again, I'm doing the two-player thing because I'm a control freak. Now, as for what's different for hard mode, there are a few things different about hard mode. One, we're in a pink hellscape. Enemy placements are different, for the most part. Some of these are kind of the same. Boss attack patterns are different, and by different, I mostly mean faster. Item placements are different, so the fire powers will show up in different places. And the biggest difference, Yoshi takes a lot more damage from enemies. So I have to be much more careful about not using Yoshi as a battering ram to get through too many enemies. So that's one thing, is the first fire flower shows up behind the gates of World 2. Which is why I went here first instead of World 3. Also, some enemies take more damage. The fire now takes 2 shots instead of 1. But yeah, the biggest difference is I actually have to care about Yoshi's well-being, which is quite unfortunate for any speedrun. Yoshi Safari or otherwise. Pretty much any Mario speedrun, really. Bad news is the jump higher. The good news is it gives me more time to refresh my power meter. So sometimes boss fights will go a little faster, just because they'll tend to show their weak point more. Sometimes they'll end up going slower because you have to make sure Yoshi doesn't die. Now I'm going to go back to World 3. This is where you'd normally get the fire flower on normal mode, but it doesn't appear here. Which is why we do 2 first, and then you do 3 second, because it still has one of the bosses that's affected the most by random chance. Although it's a little different from how it was before. I'll explain when we get there. This is where lag mitigation becomes much harder, because there are usually too many enemies on screen to kill this tank, regardless of what you try to do. Fortunately, mini-bosses take roughly the same amount of damage as before. Alright, so we're at the Wendy fights. Although, it's not quite the same Wendy fight. She moves in and out of the pipes much faster, and she has a random chance of, she has a random chance of throwing about, between 1 and 3 bombs. You pretty much have to get her right as she's about to throw a bomb, otherwise she'll disappear in the fight. Okay, we just got that one. Good. So just like on normal mode, Wendy can kill your runs very fast, which is why you try to do her as soon as possible. Alright, so now that I have the Fire Flower boost, I could have done this before 3, but because 3 can be such a run killer, I just end up doing that out of habit. Good. That item becomes much more useful now that we're in hard mode. In this case, it just mitigates the damage instead of outright nullifying it. Boxes are so tiny. Whenever I can, I'm going to try and go into these boss fights with the mushroom power-up. I have to be way more judicious about using that instead of just blowing it right away to get past the minor delay of the score scrolling. Same thing applies here. I'm going to try and keep over to the right side to help lower the chance that Yoshi, if he gets hit, just bounces directly into the water. is you get the full power bar way faster than you would in normal mode. The one thing that actually works out in your favor in hard mode, which doesn't in normal mode. Here, we get the no blooper route, which is also the shorter route. Saves a little time. And then this boss is much more annoying than I know. So that guy only shoots projectiles at you when he has a chance to move on screen, stop, and then fire. So when he comes on screen, I can't tell what height he's going to be at, so I just kind of like shake up and down a little bit as I'm shooting to try and cover as much of where he might land as possible. Firing pattern of this boss is much longer. So I didn't even mention this on the normal run because it wasn't an issue, but the levels are timed. And bosses in particular are timed with the timer ticking down. So even if you keep Yoshi alive the entire time, if you don't do enough damage fast enough, you can run out of time and have to do the fight over. Just the many, many joys of Yoshi's Safari Hard mode. And this is the water level with borders, so you don't have to worry about falling into Pepto-Bismol. Alright. A little dicey toward the end, but as long as you don't die, it's still a salvageable run. Finally made it to level 7. Ugh. Good, we didn't get hit at all during that. You get hit, it just bounces Yoshi back and you lose the boost. really like having the controller to maneuver around some of those guys. I'm mad that he went to the bottom of the screen instead of the top. But not as mad as this guy is right now. Good. I was waiting for him to do that attack. Because even though he's shooting at you a lot, usually the line of fire means you'll just end up blocking all of them, and you're nailing shots on him consistently. Home stretch, the second half of the game. I guess it's not really the home stretch then. Okay, so we're gonna avoid this gate. That'll help us get to the gate faster. It's one of the few times that you deliberately don't take the gate because it doesn't launch us faster. Problem with this game. Sometimes there are just too many enemies and the game will just lag regardless of what you Alright. So this guy is incredibly difficult to fight, unless you have very good reaction time. Not in this phase, so much as the second phase of the fight. You gotta be very quick, otherwise it will disappear before you can get a shot in on it. That's an extremely annoying fight, because even if you get the right placement on him, like guess like how many times he's going to teleport during that second phase, if you're not right on with the shot, he'll fire off his magic and then disappear before you can get a hit in on him. Okay, so this was bad on normal, and it's even worse on hard. Because that's just how boos roll. And sometimes if you're right against the wall and you get hit at just the right angle, you can get a bit of a damage boost off of those guys. It's incredibly minor, and it's also very difficult to set up, so I'm not going for it. Okay, so taking that gate bypasses a long stretch of angry boos, which helps Yoshi's health out a lot. Also just a generally shorter path, so yay, time saves. He gave me the good pattern. He gave me the 3 tosses instead of 1 or 2 at the beginning. So this can go south very quickly. I'm basically trying to get Boo in his weak points while keeping Yoshi out of the way of the falling debris, because it can do a significant amount of damage. Significant enough to worry me at least. Right, that's this one. Unfortunately, it likes to cycle through a lot, and sometimes the hitbox is a little wonky. You gotta hit it like right in the mouth. And if you hit the wrong one, they'll just start cycling through, and it can be tougher to shoot. Particularly as they get toward the edge of the screen, because for whatever reason I just can't shoot off to a certain section of the left side of the screen. It's not my TV, I have tested this. Unnecessary to get the star for normal mode version of this fight, but when you're running on hard mode, you absolutely want to have that. Here we go, it's charging Chuck again. Yeah, Charging Chuck is a very easy fight to die on, because the bombs just do so much damage. Okay, we got it. Sometimes if he's all the way on one side of the screen, the bombs will not damage you if you're on the opposite side of the screen. So I'm just trying to take advantage of that where I can. Right, 2 levels to go. And this is the worst. That has not changed from normal mode. This is still the worst stage. Yeah, it's even worse. These guys take 2 hits instead of the 1 from normal. Which means they are way tougher to clear out of the way. Yoshi keeps running past him with the water, and I have to keep steering him away from him. Okay, so we just barely saved that. Even though Yoshi was kind of caught on the border for a while, that's still faster than falling in and having to right yourself again. Okay. Whew. Sometimes you just get stuck in that firing mode and you just will not get out of it. Stage. This is structured just like it is on normal mode. So you're going to get the stage proper, around the mini boss fights, and then the final encounter. home stretch. Bowser is kind in the end. Lakitu giving me the worst pattern. There we go. I forgot the mushroom was right there. I thought it was one earlier. Hard mode obviously takes a bit longer to get through than normal mode because you have to spend more time defending Yoshi, and even if you know what you're doing on some of the bosses, they can just end up killing you and forcing you to do the fight again. But definitely more challenging. I felt like something between this and normal mode should have probably just been the normal mode, but yeah.